Hey everyone, Road to Gasparilla Day 25 is here. I'm Coach Kyle of Freedom Running Club, and we're just going to recap the whole events here in this last video in this series. First off, thank you for everybody who's kind of followed the series, commented, watched all the videos along it. First time we've ever done something like this with Freedom Running Club for an event, and we're really glad that we did it for Gasparilla because it is such an amazing event. If you did like this kind of content, we've got some ideas on some other races we're going to do things like this for. The next one's going to be starting up here pretty soon, but let's recap Gasparilla because it really was just another amazing event. This was the 49th year of the event, and it did not disappoint. It was over 29,000 entries in the 4 events. Now, obviously, there's people who are entered in multiple events. I myself ran the 15K and the half marathon, so I counted as 2. But still, just for people that maybe have never done it or did it for the first time, just to show you how big of an event this really is. 29,000 entries over 2 days. The half marathon, 5K, 8K, and the 15K in this event. It's really just an amazing thing to see all these people out there from Tampa and Central Florida, just not just running it, but the crowd support. I definitely want to take a few seconds here to really thank the Gasparilla event itself. The people that are part of it really just put on an amazing event. I personally, during bag check the first day, even though I checked with the people taking care of my packet before, there was something a little bit wrong with mine. I had the wrong sticker for where I was supposed to be going into the what they call the seated corral, and the person who was doing my bag check, which again was super fast, super efficient like it always is, noticed it, and I think her name was Jennifer, specifically ran upstairs to get me the right sticker to put on my bib to make sure I was able to go to the right place and to compete. Also had one of my runners who ended up finishing 5th overall in the 5K. He was put in the wrong corral and they moved him that morning, and that's just an amazing thing for them to do and to go out of their way. They could have been like, no, you can't do it, it's too close or whatever. For people, you know, especially in that case, he finished 5th overall. Obviously, he belonged in the seated corral. It's really great to kind of see that they're doing things like that, even at the last minute when it would just, you know, it doesn't do anything for them monetarily to do it, but they want the event to be really special. And that's really what Gasparilla does. So many volunteers, so helpful, cheerful the morning of both races, out there going and above and beyond to make sure that people knew where to go, what to do, what to expect. Just can't say enough about Gasparilla. It's an amazing event. If you haven't done it, I would really recommend doing it again next year for 2027 for the 50th anniversary. It's going to be happening again in February, as it always is. Something else that was really great, just the amount of things. It was probably, I'm not going to say probably, it was the hottest morning of the year to this point. Very humid, a little bit less wind than normal out there, but still it really was warm. They had plenty of water stations, people out there passing out water, Gatorade, making sure that everybody was safe out there. Tons of, I hadn't seen this before, the amount of sprinklers and misters that were out there just to kind of help people stay cool. That really did also add to the event, something they could have just been like, you know, it's been cold, we're not going to plan for it. They really did, you know, realize, you know, it's a little bit different than the conditions we've had in Central Florida. Just doing an amazing, amazing job of making sure that it was, you know, everything that people needed to do the best that they could. So amazing, amazing event Gasparilla is. Thank you again for the people that put this on, for everything that they do. My personal experience, the runner's experience I had there, just everything. I don't think anybody could say anything negative about the event. It really was spectacular again. Now, I was super excited for our Freedom Running Club members. We had 18 runners overall competing across the 2 days, myself included in that 18. We had 5 top 10 finishers, people in the challenges. We had 12 age group awards as well, 14 new PRs. And what I was really most proud of, we had an hour 35 and a few seconds change in terms of total time drop. So for this to be an event like this, yes, a lot of people were planning for this. So obviously, you know, we were expecting good performance. It's what we've been preparing for. It wasn't just a training run or anything like that. But with the hot conditions and everything, the fact that the Freedom Running Club crew did so well, I was really pleased with that. For, you know, people came in prepared, doing their workouts and everything. And just obviously, it's always great for me. I was coaching all the athletes that were in this event since I'm also here in Central Florida. Really happy to see them go out there, run their best times ever, have that amount of time drop, have that amount of really great, you know, performances in terms of those 5 that finished in the top 10. And again, very, very hotly contested. Lots of people were in these events, but that went from top to bottom. The youngest athlete that we had competing is an 8th grader, and the oldest athlete we had competing was a 72-year-old. And that 72-year-old won her age group in the challenge. So adding the 15K and the half marathon times together. She also won her age group for the half marathon. So just in general, it's an amazing event. Thank you so much, Gasparilla, for putting on an amazing event again. Definitely will be back and suggesting that my runners do it again next year. If you haven't done it, definitely take a look. Registration for 2027 for the 50th anniversary is not yet up, but it will be in the next like month or so. So definitely take a look if you haven't. And again, stay tuned. We're going to be starting another one of these Road to series here in the next few days. Going to end this last video with some videos from race day, but here's just a little bit of a look at some of the Freedom Running Club performances I was mentioning there at the end of the video, and in particular the two people that were in the top of their challenge, Chloe #1 in the gold challenge, and then Lee as the top 74-year-old.